Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here, and welcome back to Aurora Zoo, and no time-lapse today because I actually don't have anything that hasn't been finished on stream. The last two builds we have, which is one of them you're looking at here, we did entirely during a live stream over on my Twitch channel. And first up, this is an ice rink, and it was suggested that we should make like an ice rink because this is an Arctic zoo after all, and it just seemed really fitting to do an ice skating rink in an Arctic zoo. So that's what we did. And not only that, but this is on the Steam Workshop right now. So if you're interested in having this and putting it in your own zoo, it's available for you right now on the workshop. The link to that is always in the description below. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to make. Honestly, I've actually never been to an ice skating rink, so I kind of just went off. I did Google like a couple pictures, you know, I just did like Google outdoor ice skating rinks and looked at a few of those, and other than that, for the most part, I just kind of went with what I thought an ice skating rink would look like. And it actually wasn't too difficult to put together. It just used for the ice is actually the flat concrete roof piece, and I just colored it like a light blue color to kind of, you know, give the impression that it's supposed to be ice. The other thing I did is I wanted to have sort of these like rustic, like not really super professionally put together like light posts. So I just took these lights and then some beams and other different pieces to make them look like they were really just kind of like thrown together. Like I don't know, I really liked the way they came out. And then to try to give the illusion that, you know, power is being carried across to the different lights, I used this is like the African rope piece, which I thought worked really well to sort of simulate like an electrical cable. And then again, I used these metal beams here, and then this is actually a gutter piece. So I used that as like the kind of electrical plug, I guess. And I think it just all came together really well. I put that little unit down there, and I really love the way the whole thing turned out. I also wanted like a little middle section, and I don't know if this is something they actually do in ice skating rinks. Again, I've never been to one, but this just seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like it needed something else rather than just being a big old open rink like this. So my thought is like people probably just skate around in circles, you know, they don't just skate every which way. At least that was my thought. So I put a big old tree there, and then I took the same idea as the festive gift shop over here, where we have the Christmas tree and then have the string lights coming off of it. So I took that same concept and applied it here, which I think worked out really well. Again, tried to make it look like, if you look at the lights, like they're all they're different heights. They're not really, they don't look all that even. I was again trying to go for like a really sort of like amateur, like somebody who doesn't do lights and things like that professionally, just kind of strung them up themselves. I was saying like this would be like me in real life. If I tried to string lights from the tree to these posts down here, that's probably would look like. It'd probably actually look even worse, honestly. The other thing I wanted to do is, I have been to like hockey games and things, and they always have like signs and ads around the hockey rink. So I wanted to kind of do the same thing there. So we have Street Fox Coffee and Hot Dog Squad there, as well as like around the rink itself. I just thought that seemed fitting. And the reason I have those two brands is because on the inside, we actually have a Hot Dog Squad and Street Fox Coffee. But yeah, this is the whole building, and I called it Spring Blossoms Ice Skating, and that's because Spring Blossom, who is a treasured member of our community, she's always hanging out with us during live streams. This whole thing was her suggestion, so I named it Spring Blossoms Ice Skating Rink. This should probably say Ice Skating Rink, but it says ice skating clearly. So then as we go inside, so we did a fun little interior here, which I think came out really cool. It's fairly simple for the most part, but there's actually a lot of customization in here. Most notably is like the little rental counter here, which I thought was fun. Again, I've never been to an ice skating rink, so I assumed this is something they have. You know, if you don't have your own ice skates, I imagine you can go in and you can rent them. So this is like the rental area, and then we have like the prices and let you know that, hey, it's per hour. Did again some more sort of like implied kind of menu kind of thing. Not a menu, 'cause it's not a restaurant, but you know, maybe some rules and things like that. And then over here is the return area. So you got, you know, a couple skates there. You got a couple on the counter. The skates were actually pretty fun to figure out how I put them together, and I'll let you guys guess in the comments below what the ice skates are made of. Also did like a little area here where the guests can come and sit down, and they can, you know, put their skates on as they head out to the rink, or as they come back in, they can take them off. I wanted the benches to look a little like random, kind of like they just get bumped around as they get used, so they're not like perfectly lined up or anything. And then I also made some custom tables over here, not usable unfortunately, but I wanted to have like a little kind of implied seating area, because like I said, we do have a hot dog squad and a Street Fox coffee. So, and we have like nice big old glass window here, another door here. I don't have a path coming out here, so the guests won't actually be able to like walk out here. And we were talking about it during the live stream. It was like, should we put a path out here? And I was like, I mean, as cool as it would be to see the guests actually out here, it would, like, they just would be walking, and it would look kind of strange, you know, like because they wouldn't actually be ice skating. So I decided against that, and honestly, I think it'll be totally okay that this isn't usable, especially because like this part is usable, as there you can see a guest right there. So I think that makes it okay. And then if we want to look at this at nighttime, so pretty simple lighting in here, nothing too crazy. Stuff I pretty much do in a lot of our interiors with the New World area light up here. I also have some lights under this part right here. So nothing like, you know, like I said, nothing too crazy. I did like a little staff door here, maybe some boxes that the staff threw down here as they're, you know, they gotta take them back to this room. Back this little spot, there's nothing in here. So I was like, I gotta come up with the reason that this little like square would exist. So I was just like, all right, let's just make it like a little staff room back there. Who knows what's in there? It's for the staff. And then this is the outside of the rink, which I think looks super cool. If you were wondering what these boxes were, they actually have the lights. So there you go. We got two on this side. They're a blue light. And then we got two over here, kind of a pinkish light. And I think the color scheme works really well. And it looks good with, like, again, like the tree with the light strings coming off of it. I just think it's super cool. I don't know, what do you guys think? Love to hear your opinions in the comments. Always love to get your opinions and your thoughts. But yeah, that's the ice skating rink, and like I said, this is on the Steam Workshop right now. I also did a little bit more detailing around here, since we're actually starting to develop this area now. So I decided to change up the path. throughout the entire zoo, we're actually just using the regular, like, pavement. You can see it, like, over here, just the regular, like, pavement path. And I don't know, I just felt like this area, it needed a change up. So, yeah, I went with the brick one, and I think it works really well. I also added the default curb because, you know, I don't always like to use it, but sometimes I do. One of the reasons I use the curb is I didn't put the railing directly along the path on this side because I didn't think it really fit. I still wanted the railing, but I didn't like the way the path looked without some kind of barrier between the grass and the path, so I went ahead and just used the default curb. As you can see over here, I did use the railing because I figured we have this waterfall right here, so we probably need some sort of barrier to keep the guests from trying to go over. Not that they would. I am making use of the new waterfall effects here, so I thought those were fun and a good way to kind of bring our frozen creek down here. My thought is maybe the, you know, very top of the water is frozen, but underneath is still like liquid water, so it just kind of slowly flows over here, and then, you know, it kind of freezes again as it gets down that way. I also took the Crocodile Cove sign that we had on the other side of this building, so we swing around over here. So we have the Crocodile Cove sign. I felt like we needed the sign on this side as well because guests will be able to come this way. This is now completely connected all the way through the conservatory because you guys know we built this conservatory quite a few episodes back and hasn't actually been connected to anything. But as the zoo has started to develop out this way, it's finally all connected. So, you know, we did the festive gift shop there. We put you guys have seen the defroster. We decided to put another one over here. And then, yeah, the path is finally extended this way. The bridge has been detailed to match the kind of like front area of the conservatory here. Did some detailing with the river down this way. It kind of stops right there. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. We've already been through the conservatory. It's nice and toasty warm in here because it is. Oh, those need fixed. I did create a new work zone for this area. I just called it Conservatory because it's kind of right in the middle, and we have the aquatic area over here, and then we have the bird section over here. And I felt both spots were too far away to kind of be able to maintain this middle section. So yeah, I created this new work zone called a conservatory, and we have I have a mechanic and a caretaker, but since we don't have any, this may change as we get some animals over here. Like we still have to finish the bird section of the zoo, which we need the flamingos and the peafowls over here. So, you know, I don't know exactly like what's going to be over here just yet, but I do know that the next section of the zoo is going to be here. So we may have to like kind of rearrange this work zone, or I don't know. But since we don't have any animals here, there's no reason to have a vet or anything like that just yet. And then the other new addition is, you might have seen this. This is our Hall of Subs, and by that I mean Twitch subs. So as some of you may know, one of the things I like to do for our Twitch subs is we name animals after them if they request it. But one of the things I do on top of that, which I did this in our last zoo, Wildlife World, so I wanted to do this in Aurora Zoo as well. I make little nameplates with all of our Twitch subs, and as we get more, you know, we'll kind of go across the wall here. But yeah, like I said, if you aren't following me over on Twitch, make sure to check out my channel, give it a follow, and, you know, come hang out for a few streams. If you enjoy it and you want to sub, you will get your own name on the Hall of Subs wall. And I just thought it was, this was a fun building to make. Has a little bit of the kind of Arctic theme, but yeah, it looks pretty good. And if we want to see it at nighttime, so we did a big old glass window there with the same chandelier that we're using in the front lodge building. So I think it looks really cool. If you're like a guest down here, you can look and see it in there. Or if you're on the monorail, as the monorail goes by, you can see it, and it looks really cool. I also did the same with the festive gift shop. I did the real glass windows here, which I think the effect of making real windows is just so cool. I didn't do real windows on the sides because there's nothing in the sides of the building here, but I tried to keep the same design with the like lattice pieces there, and I think it works really well. The other thing I wanted to do was make this a vaulted ceiling rather than just doing like a flat ceiling going all the way across. So got a nice vaulted ceiling. And you know, the other thing too is like this isn't usable by guests. Like the path does come up here, like this is a real path, but it stops right here. And that's because I was like, you know, I don't want to put a shop in here. We could have put a toilet block or, you know, some kind of souvenir like a Looney Balloons or something. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to preserve this for our subs. So it's not usable, but it does have a nicely detailed interior. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this area has come together very nicely. You know, this has been empty for a while because, like I said, we had the conservatory here, but nothing else this way except for, you know, Crocodile Cove was here, but all of this was empty. But it's cool because it's now all connected. So kind of plans moving forward. I already mentioned we have to finish the bird section of the zoo, and we have to do the, like I said, the peafowls and the flamingos. So we're gonna do that, and then yeah, probably the next area is gonna be over here. So if you guys have like thoughts on the next area we should make, definitely let me know in the comments below. As you guys know, we kind of group similar animals together. So, you know, should we do kind of like a primates section? You know, we could do some monkeys and gorillas and things like that. We could maybe do like a bear section maybe. I know pandas aren't bears, but we could do like the brown bears. We could do the pandas, maybe the red pandas. I don't know, just some thoughts. You guys let me know. I do know that I need to get another monorail station over here because I connected the monorail just so that we could have it running. But what's gonna end up happening is it's probably gonna come around this way, right? Because we want it to go through each section of our zoo. So we'll probably have another monorail station over here somewhere, I'm guessing, and that'll kind of service whatever this area of the zoo is gonna be. But yeah, I know it's kind of a bit of a different episode. No animals in this episode, or no new animals, I should say. But we can finish watching some penguins, because why not? Penguins are so fun to watch. Let's watch this guy because he just got in. He's probably gonna dive around. Penguins are so cool. I love them so much. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave this episode here. As always, be sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. I am 8-Bit Josh, and thanks for watching. See ya.